Let the smack off begin. First stop. First call, out of the box. No, he is on a car phone. He is in Phoenix. It is Jeff in Phoenix on a car phone. Jeff, great to have you in the Smack Off.
Hey, Jim, it's great to be back in here. Thank you. I just remember last year, I was on hold, and I hear John get the buzzer. And I mean, I was about as horrified as Linda Tripp's husband on their wedding night. But in retrospect, it was pretty damn funny. I mean, we were like Marty Conlon and Steve Scheffler, you know, kind of like the high-five white guys of the Smack Off. You know, and also, I got to give props to Bobby in Brooklyn for winning yesterday's Pro-Am Smack-Off. That was pretty good. Hey, Bobo, I just have a question. What's the net weight of the foam cake that congeals in the corners of your mouth on any given jungle call? I mean, you might want to mix in a rabies shot and stop scaring us. I mean, you talk about thin-skinned. Every time you get smacked, you go Travis Bickle. I mean, what are you going to do at the next tour stop? Set up the boxing ring and take on the clones one at a time, all like George Foreman? Here's what it is, Bobo. Running well-crafted, clever smack that devastates the smacky is precisely why we're here. Reciting your hit list with every call is just not fresh. Bobby, my dad and my uncle were born and raised in Brooklyn, so please don't hurt me, sir. Romy, I gotta crack on the next. The Tennessee State Legislature and its inbred wisdom has legalized the harvest of roadkill. I mean, the contextual application of harvest alone is phenomenal. But you know this is going to pop up on some episode of Cops. You know, Buford rolls up on his cruiser over two necks, engaged in a tug-of-war over some shattered venison with a 27-wheel neck, children rooting on their paws, dribbling Red Man down their grills. You know, of course, with the wisdom of a backwoods Solomon, Buford breaks out the chainsaw to the delight of Clem and Jethro, busts Bambi in half. And, Romy, I know we're going to have a couple of Kiwis coming in. I mean, guys, why the hell do you call yourself that? I mean, a kiwi is a slimy little green fruit that seeds bear a striking resemblance to a bug crab when sliced open, and its sole purpose seems to be ruining a perfectly good slice of cheesecake. And I know what the reply is going to be. It's going to be something like, well, mate, you know, we're secure enough in our masculinity that we can call ourselves little green fruits. Rome, not long ago, I got cracked by some scrub from Phoenix. After our tour stop, he called me out for claiming scoreboard. It's not bad enough to suffer the indignity of a pseudo-smack-off to get VIP passes in some scrub bar, but to hear this disingenuous little female dog, Alex, crow triumphantly, well, it beckons a reply. Listen, punk, you came up on me with your type sheet in hand groveling for props, and dude, those braces, man, I mean, they're supporting a thriving ecosystem like some hideous oral biosphere that would probably just send Doc Mike screaming into retirement. I mean, mix in a toothbrush, okay? Well, on second thought, might be able to find the cure for Lyme disease moldering in your grill. And getting applause from inebriates and Marge Shot lookalikes for ASU takes, well, that constitutes Scrubboard. Scoreboard's the affiliate crew apologizing to me and hooking me up with VIP passes, and the tour stop was almost perfect, except for the info that was passed to me that you were trying to sell your passes for a C-note. Nice going, loser. I've dropped almost 3 times that on Jungle Gear between the tour stop and website. Learn some respect, okay? And finally, Rome, the most important topic in the jungle itself. I see you working, sir. You've given us an ample shout-out that someday you will shut it down. And you know from the horrifying examples visited upon us daily how harsh life is, how horribly people treat their fellow man. I mean, it's readily apparent you're making your move, crafting a future in which, like Machiavelli or Don Corleone, you can control your destiny and provide a safe world for your loved ones. Your child's never going to be behind the counter of a 7-Eleven, facing a Glock brandished by some freaking tweaker twitching like Inspector Dreyfus at the Funny Farm, you know, when he hears the name Clouseau uttered. Like MJ, for years you've made mad jack for others. Money, it's simply lubrication for life. And now with the advent of Jungle Gear and Mindspring, it's your turn to build wealth.